Hello, so now we're going to take pretest part 2. I'd like for you to follow along with your eyes and read and think as I am reading the article to you. So go to the directions, put your finger on the word read. Read this article about a winter holiday. Then answer questions about the article. Choose the best answer for numbers 1 through 12. The origins of Groundhog Day. Every year on February 2nd, the thousands of people flock to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to celebrate Groundhog Day. They gather to watch America's famous groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, awake from his cozy winter sleep. If Phil sees his shadow, winter will continue for 6 more weeks. However, if Phil does not see his shadow, spring will arrive earlier than expected. Today, Groundhog Day is considered a trivial holiday. Its history, however, is based in rich traditions that date back thousands of years. Its beginnings can be traced to Imbolc, a holiday celebrated by ancient Celts. These people of Northern Europe held a festival each year to honor the midpoint of winter, which usually occurred on February 2nd. On this day, the Celts celebrated the fact that spring was on its way. The land could be prepared to receive new seed, calves would be born, and fishermen could say farewell to rough, wintry seas. Later, February 2nd became an important day for Christians. This day occurred 40 days after Christmas and was known as Candlemas Day, a day in which candles were blessed and distributed. The weather for this special day was also significant. People in Scotland developed the saying, if Candlemas Day is bright and clear, there'll be 2 winters in the year. The German version of Groundhog Day took root much later. The people of Germany began to search for ways to determine how soon winter would be over and spring would arrive. The Germans enlisted the help of the hedgehog. They believed that if the sun appeared on Candlemas Day, the hedgehog would cast a shadow, thus predicting 6 more weeks of stormy weather or a second winter. In the 1700s, Germans began to settle in Pennsylvania and other American colonies. They brought many traditions with them, including the one about the hedgehog being able to determine the length of winter. German settlers, however, discovered that hedgehogs were not as common in their new land, so they began to substitute groundhogs in their tradition instead. Today, the groundhog tradition continues. Since the 1840s, people have used the groundhog to help predict the arrival of spring. While groundhogs cannot truly make such a prediction, most people are still curious about to find out what Punxsutawney Phil will see on February 2nd. So, question number 1. Finding main idea. The article tells mainly about A. German celebrations of long ago, B. The history of Groundhog Day, C. Holidays that are celebrated in February, D. Celebrations associated with the arrival of spring. Number 2. Recalling facts and details. Imbolc was a holiday celebrated by people in A. Northern Europe, B. the American colonies, C. Pennsylvania, D. Germany. Number 3. Understanding sequence. Which of these happened during the 1700s? A. People began using the groundhog to help predict the arrival of spring. B. The Celts held festivals to honor the midpoint of winter. C. Germans began to settle in Pennsylvania and brought many traditions with them. D. The people of Germany searched for a way to find out if Candlemas Day would be bright and clear. Number 4. Recognizing cause and effect. According to a Scottish saying, if Candlemas Day is bright and clear, A. The arrival of spring is very near. B. There will be 2 winters in the year. C. The cry of the calf will soon hear. D. Fishermen will have nothing to fear. Number 5. Comparing and contrasting. A tradition is most like A. Festival, B. Holiday, C. custom, D, celebration. Making predictions. Number 6. If Punxsutawney Phil does not see his shadow next February 2nd, winter will last for 6 more weeks. B, there will be no winter that year. C, there will be 2 more winters that year. D, there will be an early spring. Number 7. Finding word meaning in context. You can tell that version in paragraph 4 means a different or changed form of something. B, a written or verbal report of something. C, a distinctive characteristic of somebody or something. D, the creation of something new. Number 8, drawing conclusions and making inferences. From the article, you can include that A, most people still believe groundhogs can predict winter. B, Groundhog Day has been celebrated on many different dates. C, the ancient Celts lived in northern Europe. D, groundhogs are only found in North America. Number 9, which statement from the article expresses an opinion? A, today the groundhog tradition continues. B, today Groundhog Day is considered a trivial holiday. C, the origins of Groundhog Day date back thousands of years. D, the weather for this special day was also important to early Christians. Number 10, identifying author's purpose. The article was written mainly to A, describe how Groundhog Day is celebrated in different parts of the world. B, explain how a well-known holiday developed. C, get readers to learn more about the origins of popular traditions. D, entertain readers with information that teaches an important lesson. Number 11, interpreting figurative language. You can tell that took root means began anew, prepared for seed, began to take hold, changed in form. Number 12, which of these best summarizes the information in the article? Groundhog Day has changed in many ways over the years. Groundhog Day has a history full of the traditions and belief held by people long ago. Early German settlers brought the tradition of groundhog to the American colonies. Every year on February 2nd, thousands of people flock to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to celebrate Groundhog Day.